Hey yo, said, hey yo, what up, everybody? Hey, it's D Ray Ray was right show. I'm your host. Who right now we're gonna have a little bit of fun today. We'll have a little hour show, and then we're gonna go about our day. Y'all, chat, start. We've been messing with yes for the last week. Got better. Going on. Her echo. Wow, check that out. I think it's the mic thing. So hold on. Pop. Got Jamal Lee in there. Say wine. Hear myself, so I know y'all can hear echo. Monocaster. All right. So y'all should be able to hear me. It should be no echo. So let's get into it. If you can hear me, make sure you let me know in the chat. So we can get the show going. I don't know what's up with that mic setting, but for some reason it got everything echoing. All right. So what? So now I'm trying to figure out why isn't the chat going? It's not popping up. It's been one of them weeks. OBS is way different than StreamYard. Oh, I know why. Okay, that makes sense, everybody. Why it's not popping up. Stop showing that. Doom. Mm. I guess you gotta have a Google Chrome open for it to pop up. Unless I'm stupid. I do this shit every time. I like to use Edge. That's what I use at work, and I forget that this program want to use Chrome. So let me just switch that over right quick. Uh, hell, my Chrome button. There you go. And we get the show on YouTube channel. There you go. Boom, boom, and pop that thing out. All right. Our first topic going to be. It should be working now. So I need to keep. If it don't, it just don't. We just do the chat like we usually do. All right. Our first topic is going to be. We're going to start off with something light. Palworld. Palworld is coming to Xbox Day One, and that's kind of one of those things I want to talk about. That maybe because with Game Pass, we don't know what's coming out and when it's coming out until they tell us. Usually that month before or that month of, and we're so focused right now on the big games that we know going to be quarterly or at least pretty close to quarterly, and we don't know what type of games that we're going to get in Game Pass at this moment. The third party games, because I don't really see second party right now like they like back in the old days. Because usually if they usually it's something like that they publish in it, and which makes it first party. and there's a lot of like Dragon Dogma. Dragon Dogma could be easily partnered with Game Pass or something of that ilk. I'm not saying that particular game, but and which would give it more eyes and everything. And that's that's one of those things um that could be good for us. Make sure. Let me test this out. See, does it work? Okay, it worked. All right, that worked. So I was starting some off with because I was interested in Palworld, and we talked about it. What up, Jigga J? What up, Mitchie Pooh? What up, Jamal Lee? We're gonna have a shorter show today. I forgot to even uh tweet it out like I usually do, like an hour or two ahead, and I didn't. But we it's kind of the calm before the storm this week. We got the show, the show on Thursday, well, no, Wednesday, no, Wednesday night, Thursday, one of those days, whatever day it is. And so we're gonna be at a it's kind of we like at like a news halt right now. All you really got right now is people complaining this and that. What up, Silk Slayer? So that right now we don't have a ton of news. But another thing I wanted to talk about was the donkeys always complaining about, or they always getting at us because our games go first party, or our games go to PC. Excuse me. And I seen that Helldivers going PC day and date and PlayStation, which I think PlayStation published that game. Correct me if I'm wrong on that one. And I think it's gonna have a crossover. So Sony really, if y'all watch, Sony really just copied Microsoft. So that's the crazy part, that they the market leader, because they just really just follow behind Microsoft lately. Let's see. We got Mitchie in the chat. He says, "I know Power is not for everyone, but it'd be good. It'd be a good time on a backbone using remote play." Yeah. I think those like Pokemon type games sell so much. Like for Nintendo, they sell so much, and they're the only place that got it. I know a couple games tried to come out, and they didn't, like I was talking about was Ooblets, and another game was 1010, and they just didn't hit. That Pokemon brand is so strong because the animes and everything, cartoons or whatever they want to get called, and then you got the like Pokemon Go, and they come out with, like, that's the only game I know that when it releases two games at the same time every time. So you gotta buy both of them, you buy one or the other, and people do it every time. Nobody ever say nothing about that practice. Like, how you got me buying two games, Sapphire Ruby or whatever which one coming out that day, and nobody question Nintendo because Nintendo publishes it. I know the Pokemon company makes it. Well, Game Freak makes it. Pokemon Company owns part of it. And I think Nintendo owns a little bit part of it also. That's how it's always exclusive. But they own the rights to the game, making the game or something. But it's crazy that they come out with two games mostly every time, and they make you choose which one because they have like a different character or something like that in it. So, but with Power World or whatever the games like that, that is a niche because it's only on Nintendo. You got to go get a Switch to go play those games, and there's an opportunity out there. Now, I'm not saying that game gonna be good. It could suck. It's in Game Pass. We're gonna give it a try, or it could be great. We'll see on the 17th or 18th whenever it releases. Jigga said Xbox games whoop PlayStation this year like the kid did Cat Whips. Oh, bro. You know what? It's funny. If that was me with Cat Williams, side tangent, I don't know how I can show my face, man. That's you let a 14-year-old put hands on you and had you in the goddamn he had you in the body lot and you couldn't do nothing. He could have just choked you out. He could have put you easily could have put you in a real naked choke and choked you out. And you didn't even move. You up here telling everybody why y'all ain't helping me getting this little nigga off me. I'm like, hey, bro, that bro couldn't be me, bro. Like, that couldn't be me. Cause everybody out there would have had to fight me. Fuck the bullshit. But but now Cat Williams out here talking shit. He talking about everybody. Well, at least Steve Harvey and them know they can at least beat him up. But he talking about some people that I didn't even know had any type of beef, like Cedric and Tanner and stuff like that. So, but yeah, you know how that goes. Let's see. We believe that. So we were at, so we were talking about Palworld. We kind of touched on Helldivers, which Helldiver looked double A to me, man. It really looks double A to me. I really need to I need to step away from my mic. It just seems like I'm right up on that bitch. Like it really looks double A to me, and and that's what they champion now. That's all they got right at the moment. That and a Final Fantasy game, and what I think they got a remake. Man, if that's all they got this year, ooh, they gonna have a rough year. Shit, they already had a rough last year. They have about to have another rough year on it, man. So, cause we talked on Wednesday, you have on one hand, you had the narrative of being Xbox going third party and what are they doing and this and that and people flipping out. You got the pony bots, donkey bots out here, uh, spilling that doom and gloom narrative. And I was listening I heard the Paris thing, which he actually was kind of right on it. And I heard a lot of other people like Dirt and them opinions on it, but every single time Xbox, not even sometimes they don't even be stubborn until because Xbox didn't even say nothing this time. These is just goddamn rumors. True or not, right now they just rumors, and you got people just they'll wild out, and it's the same characters, and it's kind of one of the reasons that I actually started podcasting. You know, because I had an issue with Clipper Nose Gas, that clown, and it was seeming like he had the platform so he could kind of get me, but I was killing him in every other space we was doing. We were going at it. So I made a channel, so I kind of felt that some of these narratives that some of these guys, these bigger guys, kind of put out there, and they have some of y'all follow it. It's not all the way great. Do I think Xbox going third party? No. Do I think that cause that case by case basis thing? Do I think some of those games? Let's just take Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves is a game as a service, right? You supposed to get that on as many places as you can get it. We ain't had that game for years now. Like that's an Xbox. That's an Xbox One generation game. Or y'all really mad that they might put Sea of Thieves on the Switch? Should even PlayStation. I don't. I mean, let's go and say both on the different. Let's say they competing platforms. Are y'all really mad that they put Sea of Thieves on Switch? How many of y'all actually like the horrorcore? How many of y'all actually playing? When the last time y'all touched Sea of Thieves? I haven't touched Sea of Thieves since damn near remember when they was talking about the cracking is lacking? I haven't touched it since then. I heard it was a good. I heard it had became a good game. And that don't. Now we're not talking about like Halo or Starfield or Hellblade. We're not talking about those. And so we went now. On the other hand, we have what the fuck that game called? What the hell that game called? Hi-Fi Rush. Um, Hi-Fi Rush came out last year. It was a stealth drop. I will put that in the double A Okay, I was kind of making sure that nobody going live when I'm going live. Shit, I didn't know when did Paul and Saul them start going on the same time I go. I might have to move to Sunday. I'm gonna have to start doing more on Sunday than Saturday. I don't want to step on nobody's toes on Saturday, but it is what it is. I was here first, but Hi-Fi Rush is kind of a different thing, but it is a double A. It is one of those cartoon stylized games. Most people already dug that game out like a girl on Saturday night. They already dug that game out. Now I would think that game would be one of those games that you could put on Nintendo consoles to get kind of the word of mouth on Xbox. Let many people on that game play. I'm not mad that people get to play Hi-Fi Rush. We don't even know if this thing is true, but if it is true, I mean that they're not saying it. I guess I'm at it like they not really taking your games away, and like who is really going? Who would like let's say it's Starfield, not Starfield. Hell, please don't be Starfield. Well, let's say Hi-Fi Rush came out today, right, on the Xbox Series X. Are you really gonna wait a whole calendar year to see is it might come out on a PlayStation? If you got access to Game Pass Cloud and streaming and PC and Xbox already and mobile, are you really gonna wait that long? I don't think so. Let's see. Shit. Adidas Zeros drops the fiver check. He says, "I'm here. What up, though? What up, though? What up, homie? We always appreciate it, sir." Mr. Kima says Microsoft is already a third party. Correct. They put games on Steam that didn't. They put games on Steam that didn't their platform. That didn't their platform. Oh, they didn't do what to their platform? They put games on Steam that didn't that you mean isn't on their platform? I what the fuck? There you go. Yeah, no. Eventually that shit pop up. I know I set shit up. I didn't even realize it didn't pop up. But yeah. Real talk. There are like remember Age of Empire that was on the computer for a while, the PC for a while. It didn't come to us. Did we do? I don't even know if we got the new one yet. Have we got the new one yet? We might have. I know we got the remake. I think we got the old game. I think we did get the new one. I think we did get the new one. But yeah, like, there's sometimes they put games on PC that it takes a while for them to get there, and I know that is a controller issue. Um, with Age of Empire, but but they are getting better at that. Now that is the thing I know they are getting better at of doing stuff. If they're gonna put it on PC, they're gonna put it on here. They really are. Let's see. Y'all almost made me forget my what's the name? Where we at? Okay, 30 minutes on here. All right. So what we talking about? All right. All right. Let's see what the chat's saying right now. Oh, now we everybody rolling in. Y'all just waking up, ain't it? Let's see. Mitchy Pooh says, I can rationalize them putting games on Nintendo. Yep. But as far as PlayStation, my issue is Xbox should strive to be the high end console leader. To do that, they need to keep their stuff exclusive in that segment. So basically, you you think Nintendo's in a different ball game, different category, which I also think they are. And yes, they should strive to be the high end console, but I think I don't know if they even how to say it. I think they do care about consoles. I don't know if they particularly care about where they at in the market with consoles with because with Game Pass and the cloud and all the other stuff. Now, do how can we have them push as hard as they can to be the number one? Now, I don't think any. Now, let me say this right loud. I don't think anything will be day and date. I don't think nothing will be day and date. Be honest, I really don't even think like we overreacting right now. Anyway, I don't even think stuff is going. Like Nintendo stuff might be going. Like the Sea of Thieves and Hyper Rush to Nintendo might be a thing, but I don't see them, especially after all that ABK shit that we had going on a couple months ago. When they Sonny was trying to cost y'all money. That might be a thing that I look at like, let's see. We got Miss Zena in chat. She said, "Good morning, bots." We got non-lives in chat. He said, "Xbox ain't going third party." I don't. They never going to go full third party. Yeah, no. Non-live says, "Hey, and non-live. I remember exactly how I did get a banned on dealer banned on in the dealer chat. They said I think didn't he say something about you? Fun said something about you that day, and then I said something about him, and that's how it started. And I ended up getting banned. Hey, it is what it is. I think I'm unbanned, but it don't matter. Um, Mooch Crossfire was a Xbox going. Hold on, wait a minute. Mooch was on Xbox. Oh, Mooch Crossfire was a Xbox going full third party circle jerk. You know what? I'm gonna be totally honest. I forgot that show even exists. I haven't seen that show since before crap was on. I forgot that show exists. Yeah, until recently, everybody been bringing it up. Um, I know Dirt was saying something that it's gonna start showing up the same time on Thursday that he shows up. Um, and he gonna do his number. He gonna do his number. That's a different audience, and he gonna do his number regardless. Um, that show been dead to me for a very long time, bro. Like I'm gonna be totally honest. That show before. Hey, that show was dead to me when Scram Punks was still around. That show been dead now. It's too much a pony show for me to even think about watching. Maybe I'll get some content out of it though. Maybe I'll tune in. Not tune in, but maybe I'll go through like the vlogs or something and look and see what they were talking about, so I can just get some content and just talk shit about them. But like that Mooch went third party thing is fucking. I mean, that Mooch when Mooch switched, that was crazy because I forgot who I was listening to. Um, fuck, who was I listening to? I was listening to somebody. No, I know what it was. I was I was at work and I couldn't call and rock in the chat. Right, I heard Livewire. He brought up something I brought up a while ago with the whole Mooch thing was they doxed the shit out of Mooch. They got his address, his kids, everything, and they were making fun of him and all that stuff. And for him to be now him to want to be friends with, but he turned his back on his people that was rocking with him, and then now he want to be friends with the people that actually doxed him and was talking shit about him. That's wild. And that's how you know sometimes when it's just about money. You know, I'm up here trying to make sure Scream Elements is working partly. Like I don't know why I don't know what's on Scream Elements. It works when it wants to work. It's like it's getting a paycheck or something. So let's see. So um, so we're at 30. We were just reading the chat. I'm gonna put reading the chat. All right. Let's see what we at. We at 33. All right. So let's see what else we got. We got Snooky Jackson, Mr. Louisiana himself, says, "Good morning, Ray Ray and WBG family." Let's see. Zena, she just saying, "Hi, what's up?" Uh, Now Live said, "I called funds out for something I can't remember," and he got mad. Yeah, exactly what it was. You called funds out. He came at you sideways, and then I said something because I don't. If you have got a show going on, right, and ain't nobody being like super disrespectful, like need somebody who, and then if it's somebody who watches your show every week or something like that, you shouldn't be calling them all types of names. Da, 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 da. And that's what I remember him doing. And I said something, and me and because he was also one of those ones that was riding gas nutsack when he made that dumbass music video. It's a couple of them in this community that was doing it. That's why, and shit, I can put names out there on that one. 1-800, one ain't Dragon. He was riding gas nutsack when he was doing the video. That's why, like, I mess with 100 and a couple other dudes, but 108, I don't mess with. He was one of those ones riding gas nutsack. Uh, Boom was riding gas nutsack. To him, oh, I didn't know you can rap. Like, motherfucker can't rap. That shit was weak. So it was a couple of those big users that was, and of course his boy Cole Eastwood was riding it. So they always they thought the shit was funny. They thought it was sweet out here, and they got caught in the goddamn crossfire. So it is what it is on those, man. Ain't none of them ever came with them and be like, oh, my bad or something. But it is what it is. You let this shit go, and sooner or later I just got the ammo. As soon as Ray Ray get big, Ray Ray got the ammo. So let's see. Let's see. So we at what? 36? 36. And that music video was that music video was so gay. I don't even say the word gay, but that music video was so gay. we, we we from around the D. We know plenty of wannabe shit. Everybody I know is a wannabe rapper. Besides me, everybody, because I know I can't rap. Everybody I know at least tried to rap. They didn't download Fruity Loops on their computer. Tried to make beats. I know at least 8 rappers that I grew up with wanted to be rappers. Uh, that's in jail right now. Cause they were trying to live the lifestyle. That shit didn't work. They were trying to live the lifestyle that that they was rapping. Uh, so okay, I got okay. That 8 ball in the chat is working. Okay, I see it now. All right, so yeah, so 36. Let's talk about the Dev Direct. Write that down. Dev Direct. Let's see. Good morning, good morning, everybody. This coffee ain't working today. I'll tell you that. All right. We have a Dev Direct next Thursday. It should be. I think it's gonna be pretty good. Now we talked about it somewhat on Wednesday, but you have I think Aura showing, Hellblade, a Valve. Which one of them is Indiana Jones? If you told me 2019, right? That all that or 2019 is that's gonna be your lineup for a year, bro. We all would have been just happy as shit. That is a stacked lineup. Hey, Mike, as long as you watch your mouth, we just got them chapters. But yeah, if you would have told me in 2013 we would have had, I guess Aura will be a double A. Um, we would have had Indiana Jones. That's your licensed Disney game. Uh, we would have had Hellblade. That's your third person over the shoulder quadruple A. Graphics better than anything else game. And you would have had Avowed. That's your big open world Elder Scrolls like. You couldn't tell us that. That they hitting on every cylinder right now. They rocking right now. You couldn't tell us that because that right there shows that they stuff that we was always hearing. Oh, wait to E3, or they need more time to cook and all this thing. Right now, it's like I know that COVID kind of put everything the world behind a little bit, but now they have a time, they have a schedule, they have a timeline, and all that stuff is coming out now. Now, what let me read the chat before I go. Agent Slugger, where you been? What up though? Let's see. Nine Live, before I go off on the dev thing. Nine Live says ponies hyping up Double A Hell Divers 2 and Grand Blue now, which is in development hell and time exclusive in Final Fantasy. So wait a minute. Now I seen that list. I seen that list, right? First of all, I wouldn't be hyping up Hell Divers 2. That could be I wouldn't be hyping up Hell Divers 2. That it might be okay. They was hyping up another game back in the day, like early PS4 game. It was but it only came to PS4 and PC. It was like a space shooter game. Oh, I don't remember the name of that game, but it had a lot of it was a multiplayer game. And that's when PlayStation every once in a while did a multiplayer game. They didn't do that game. It wasn't first party. I can't remember the name of that goddamn game. Shit, I can't remember. But yeah, they hyping up Helldivers 2. I wouldn't do it. It's a double A. Um, let's see. They hyping up Grand Blue, which I've seen that. I just start laughing. I don't know what that is. That so whatever it is, I never heard of it. And Final Fantasy time exclusive. It could not be a time exclusive, and I still wouldn't care. They had a Final Fantasy that came out last year. For Yeah, they had a Final Fantasy and a Forspoken came out last year. I always forget. Hit the like button, everybody. Hit the like button, share it out. Yeah, they had and that didn't move. They didn't move the needle. Hey, I'm telling you, when they start becoming an app, I'm just saying. When they start becoming an app, I'm just saying. So let's back to the Dev Direct. Grand Blue is another generic JRPG game. Oh, okay. That makes more sense then. Well, I haven't heard of it. So out of that Dev Direct, what I'm most excited to see, not the game that I'm most excited about, is a Valve. I've seen Hellblade. I've seen Hellblade. Oh yeah, y'all can use them. Hey, when y'all use emojis on here, when y'all use emojis on here, it pops up on the screen and it goes everywhere. So the more you put on there, the more it covers the screen. But and I don't know when we're getting back to I don't know when I think we're gonna do it depends on how I feel tomorrow. What was the game? Baldur's Gate 3. Hey, if y'all was there at the end, oh man, I was pissed. I was right there at that little transponder man, and I got killed by a fucking hog. Y'all just I was tight as hell about that. But a Valve would be the one that like top. I'm hyped about all of them. I got the sword. Yes, I got the sword, but I didn't get. I got to kill him. I want to kill him too, and I had him dead because I took his sword out of his fucking hand because he a little bitch. But he brought his little friends in there, and then I didn't realize it was gonna be a fucking pig at the fucking transporter that I had to kill, and I had no more health, and I was in front of him, and I thought I walked past him, and he hit me and killed me. He a little bitch. I'm not even. Man, I'm salty about that. Yeah, I see y'all with the RIP thing. Nah, but a Valve would be the one because the Valve is really is an unknown. We seen a little bit of a little bit. I know it's in the is it the Pillar of Eternity? That what it is? Universe. We only seen like a trailer for it, and I'm more and I know it's more colorful than I don't know why people have an issue with color these days. They just want everything to be fucking brown and gray. and green for some odd reason. But I think that game might be like your sleeper because that we might not think it's a sleeper, but sleeper in the critic eyes because of how deep that game might be, and it's getting and that studio's getting Obsidian's getting a push. So that might be your 90 rated game. I think Hellblade's gonna be a 90 rated game. No, you know what? I think thinking about it now, I think Hellblade might be in the eights, but I think it's gonna be one of the not be one of your nominated games. Uh, I'm ready. I'm ready for that. Um, Indiana Jones. I don't know yet. I have no clue about Indy right now because I don't know if it's the first person or the third person. That means that actually means a lot to me. If it's first person or a third person. You know. Let's see what y'all say on this. Nine Live said, "Remember when D Batch went off on Avowed graphics?" D- Let me get me started. I don't understand how y'all kept him around for so long. And I know the product of him being on Diller channel, on Diller show. I mean, but yeah, I don't know how that boy got like y'all can see straight through that he's not even an Xbox guy. He talk about fucking PC and so called TVs from CTV because he said something on Twitter one day that I find it was disrespectful. It was he was talking to Post Up. Post Up said something about it was something about technology that Post Up was talking about, and D had the nerve to tell him to stick to talking about the FTC. Post Up laughed it off, but hey, bro, you ain't gonna be talking to me all sideways like I want no people that respect me like I respect you, man. And that dude, he get sideways a little too much, man. I don't know what it is because I remember that day K Mega asked him how tall he was. K Mega wanted to fight that dude. Let's see. Let's see. The Viking says the problem with JRPGs, the system and art styles have been the same for decades. Hmm. Let's see. Um, Agent Slugger says, can't wait to hear the fake outrage when Hellblade 2 comes out. Pony narratives will change like Call of Duty will change like COD. I think I don't know even can I even choose the narrative that they're gonna have for these games. That show, hey, nah, man, it wasn't me. I wasn't even there. I was in the chat, and they was getting into it about it was on Z show. It was one of Z old shows, like the multiplayer show or something. And they were arguing, and I mean he went off air, right? Like he came back on air, and they still was arguing. That shit was hilarious. He like I never seen Mega that mad before. Mega was mad. And then you know how like he's talking all proper, and like that's not scaring nobody. Uh, but the narrative, I wonder what narrative would they have this generation for those games. Like when Avowed come out, what the narrative is gonna be? It's not probably they're probably gonna say it's not Elder Scrolls. It'll be some dumb shit that where they move the goalpost. No, it's not Elder Scrolls. They don't have dragons everywhere or some bullshit. It's just for Hellblade, it's too dark. It's too realistic. You know the Olive in Indiana Jones. It's not. It doesn't follow the story like it should. It doesn't have the real Indian there doing mocap. He's fucking 70 something years old. Harrison Ford ain't out there jumping out of planes and and driving cars at 80 miles per hour. They're gonna have weird narratives, and we just gotta be ready for it. And we got another flight simulator coming out this year also, but that's not even at that show. So let's see what we got. Let me catch up these chats. And I plan on, even with the super chat things, I plan on always, well, at least trying my hardest to read the chat. If I have 300 people in here and they just it'll be very hard for me. But right now, like today, I can read the chat with no problem. Let's see. Mr. Kima says Obsidian has came out and said that a Valve demo was from an early build. Mr. Kim, I got a question. So we all homies here. We all family here. Are you on your phone when you do? Do you be like missing like I don't know, cause every time I be reading your post online, so I be like, and I be when I be reposting it be like one letter off. Like it be like right now it's supposed to be a D. It's supposed to be a D. You put an F. I guess you you gotta proofread that stuff. I be like, hold on, what are you saying? And then you come back under it. You usually say what it actually means, or you just be going way too quick. Let's see. He said he got big fingers. Pause. Nine lives of Hellblade 2, 88 to 90, 88 to 89 meta. Evolve 85 to 86. Indie 83 to 84 meta. From Nine Lives. I will push that indie up to what? Maybe 86 to 80, 88. But just because people love that license and it actually is a good game. He said Windows tablet. He said it's a Windows tablet. It actually is a good game. It's a Windows tablet. That's wild. That's wild. It's actually is a good game. I think of nostalgia, it get pushed up a little bit. I think Hellblade, if the media is actually kind of changing their tune, which they're gonna have to start soon, because Xbox is about to come out with coming out with a whole stuff, because they tried to shit on Starfield. If they're gonna change their tune into they're gonna be trying a little bit more pro Xbox, because that's kind of where everything's going. I would say 92 to 89 for Hellblade. If we're talking about meta, just meta, because meta like the average of them. Valve, I think you're right about Valve. I don't think they want to give it too much credit, and then with the tax and everything. So, yeah, I think you're right on most of the you right or really really close. Now I'm lying. Agent Slugger says, "Yep, right again." Let's see. Mitchy Pooh says, "Oh, so next week we will have Sean 786 on the channel. He will be on the Ray Right show because he can't make it on the Wednesday show, so he'll be on this show. So we're gonna next morning, next at 9 o'clock, me and Sean will be here just talking shit. So I had to get him when I kept seeing everybody. I had to make it work because I've been waiting for him to do on the other show. Cause we were just waiting for him to schedule line up for the Wednesday show. But then I started seeing other shows kind of pick him up. I'm like, hold on, nah, we not doing that. He need to be with the toxic group. y'all kind of watered down toxic. we y'all the off brand toxic. We the we the real we the main brand. Let's see. He's usually in the chat, so if he shows up, let's see. Mitchy Pooh says it's always something. Laugh out loud. It's all part of the tax we keep talking about. Yep, that Dustin seen live on air. Our history untold is 79 out of 80. I really don't even know what that game is. I really gotta look that up. I haven't done my research. Well, no, I don't have to do research on the game because they're going to show me on Wednesday what the game that is. So, and you might be right about that. Now, is that game who's that game made by? I don't even know who is it made by. Is it made by one of our studios? So I don't know anything about that game. Zena said they're gonna be mad at our games while we actually playing games as usual. Yeah, that kind of what this generation be. We out here playing games and they just talking shit about us playing the game. So we enjoying the games while they sit around, be angry on Twitter and make videos and try to poo poo it. And the thing about it is they still ain't gonna have anything to play. They just gotta watch from the sideline. And it's funny that a lot of those PlayStation guys are buying Xboxes now, and because they see the hey they not stupid. They seen the light. They like well, let me they getting stuff over here. Let me go and buy it. All they gonna do, I'm thinking they gonna do. They bought Xboxes to talk shit. That's what they did. They might like the game in actuality. They still gonna talk shit. They gonna say it's not good as what it should be. From the JTEX to all of them. Mitchy Pooh said big fingers. Let's see. Agent Slugger says not. He says not to non-likes. In fact, they would spend it that way. Mr. Kima said. Mr. Kima said Windows tablet. Snooky Jackson says I see nine lives show the Xbox text on Metacritic score. True statement. Hey, he ain't lying about those. Like you can probably put a pin in that those his score he just said gonna probably be really really close. I will be surprised if Hell. Let's just use Hellblade because it's the probably is the biggest one out of all of those. I'll be surprised if Hellblade might be like a 95, 96. It's not gonna get it. It's a linear game. It's one path. As we talked about this week, we talked about on XEC that I don't see that game having DLC. I wonder with all the mocap and stuff, how big is that game? How many hours you put in that game? Because I would take it as a one and done game. We don't get many of those on Xbox, but I take it as a one and done game. Let's see. Viking says gotta take into account review bombs from ponies. Well, that's on the customer side. I'm talking about on the critic side. They now the customer when they gonna do it on Steam because Steam seems like it just let anybody review a game, no matter if they play it or not. Same with Metacritic. I thought they changed their policy, but I see that they didn't. so I I think that's what I think on that. Jigga J said 91 meta. I think he talking about Hellblade. Like I said, I think Hellblade might be the one that surprised you from 92 to 89. That's the only one I'll move up a little bit. Let's see. Oh, I forgot I can actually do this for y'all. I forgot about that. I'm the I'm I'm to take it to four toxic. Let's see. Iron Mike in the house. What up though? It it says it made by opponent. Oh, no, sorry. Y'all know I ain't had my coffee yet. It it's made by people who used to work on Civilization. I think. Oh, okay. So is it one like a Civ game? If it's like a Civ game, I might actually give it a try. Zena says R is like Civilization as far as I know. Excited to see more about it. Okay. Okay. Mr. Kim said made by Oxygen Studios. Okay. I'm not shitting on the game. I haven't seen nothing about it. And if it's like Civilization, okay, I'll be down with it. Ponies are just mad and jealous. They always are. And he said, I don't know if the media will give Hellblade 2 credit. Something Nine Lives, they almost got to because remember when Hellblade 1 came out and it was on PlayStation, it was exclusive on PlayStation. They they literally was singing from the heavens for Hellblade 1. And Hellblade 2 is Hellblade 1 on steroids. Hellblade 2 is Hellblade 1 if it had a budget. So I know my mic up too little. Yeah, Hellblade 2 is Hellblade 1 if it had a budget. So it's they bagging themselves for the corner because after a while you're gonna be like, hold on, this is better than the one that came out back then. So how are you gonna give it a worse score? That hey, they want to get top, but you do have those certain sites that they always trying to they doing it for clicks, so they trying to make you get engagement. They might just give it a low score just to be given a low score. Snooki Jackson says they're going to dissect the hell out of Hellblade 2. Hey, they are. Now, watch out for Digital Foundry. I seen them start wrapping up. Digital Foundry start wrapping it up again, cause they running that Forza versus Grand Theft Auto, Gran Turismo into the ground right now. I even seen them put out something about a hack PlayStation. I'm like, hold on, y'all just gonna put that out about a hack PlayStation, and it was something that they upped the graphics or something. I didn't look too much into it, but they 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 need clicks, so they can't. Digital Foundry, and that's kind of how some of the resolution wars start because of Digital Foundry. So they can't wait till these games come out. They are going to go over Hellblade 2 with a fine tooth and comb. They are going to. They are going Hellblade 2. I'm pretty sure Microsoft is ready for them. For they know Digital Foundry is going to do frame by frame, every millisecond. They're gonna like if it's a jagged edge here. Remember they used to talk about like soft edges and jagged edges and like resolution from like 1080p, and they like this is jagged edges. It's 420p. It, you know, um, if y'all was around those resolution areas, resolution gates, that shit was sick, bro. That shit was sick. But I do know when all these games come out, those ponies gonna be like, they're gonna be mad at me. They are going to be mad at me because I'm gonna be talking too much shit. And all I gotta do right now is sit and wait. Non Live says, I never seen a game get attacked like Starfield did. That's what makes me think Hellblade 2 won't get the credit. You right? You right about that? But if I remember, they did Halo Infinite dirty too. That's how me and Gas, that what it was. That what me and Gas got into it about. It was Halo Infinite. They going to they hey I don't know if they're gonna give it the credit in the scores. I would think I want to say I hope so. Especially since they know we understand what the Xbox tax is now. Maybe they try to change that narrative. I don't know, but I don't like that. I don't like the chat on the screen on the bottom like that. I think I'm gonna take that off. I done seen it a couple times and it just looks jumbled up. But yeah, you know what? I can do it now while I'm bullshitting. I'm gonna forget. All right, there you go. Kaboom. Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna give it credit. I would think with us watching them now, they might try to be on the straight and narrow. But if Hellblade 2 is that good, that shit Halo, not Halo, Starfield was that good, and that I felt that they didn't give it enough credit. But we will see on that. Um, I think Hellblade 2 should be out in the next month or two, though, right? Like February, March, April, somewhere around there. Let's see. Mr. Kima says Digital Foundry knows PlayStation needs a critical. They do because they're getting stumped out in the Power Wars right now. they getting they get the shit beat on the Power Wars right now. They need whatever type of win they can get, man. They need whatever type of win they can get, and 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 they need traffic to run to their they need traffic to run to their site. So they're gonna do whatever they need to do. Jigga J, the homie Jig. One of these days we gotta get Jigga J back on one of these community nights. Cause I'm still mad about the Vader thing. And he know what I'm talking about. Let's see. They can't get Starfield out of their mouth. Hey, it's crazy. Starfield so bad. To this day, Starfield came out last year. They still talking nothing about Starfield. It's always about Starfield. Wait till the Starfield DLC come out. And then the stuff they had critiques about, they fix in that DLC. What they gonna say then? And they better grade that deals. Hey, they better grade that DLC like a full fledged game. I want to see that up on the Game of Year awards. Yeah. Dakota Vodka says Halo got high reviews, then got bombed. It did. Yeah, Halo was it was, and you know what actually kind of fucked up Halo. Remember the Craig thing that they stopped? They froze frame the what was that? They froze frame a part in the trailer, and they had the meme Craig, and I forgot what the other dude name wasn't. They Larry or some shit. I forgot what the other goddamn me dude was name, but it was Craig this, Craig that. The game came out, you didn't hear no more about Craig. That so because of the textures of everything. I remember that. Remember they was real big on pop ins of the trailers and everything. That's probably why we don't get many trailers as we should, because they dissect every goddamn thing. They don't. It does seem like, and it's the community at large. Oh shit, you got a 10 from Agent Slugger. He says, uh oh, let me see. Agent Slugger says, Agent Slugger says, I don't want to hit the button. I was gonna hit the wrong button. I was hit the stop screaming button on accident. It says it's funny how the narratives was Xbox has no games. To ponies port begging for Xbox games. It's little John's voice. Yeah, huh? Man, I used to when I was in high school. We used to do that little John voice all the time. If I do the little yeah, man, I'll lose my goddamn voice. I let yelling. I let goddamn yelling little John used to do. I think he does reggae and dubstep now, don't he? You little John used to put out songs that you used to want to fight in the club to. Now you talking about boot scoot and buggy. That's just it's just wild these days, man. Now let's see. Viking says Hellblade 2 is going to show that Xbox Studios are a behemoth of talent. Oh, yeah, behemoth of talent, and pushing the highest graphical fidelity possible. So you're right on. I wish I had my claps on it, but I don't. I don't have my claps right now. But you 100% right on that one. I'll give you a because at the end of like that that game looks better than anything that I have seen. Like any game that I have seen. Maybe if there's some PC games that I just don't see that looks better than it, but that game looks better than any game I have ever seen. That I have ever seen. Especially if we just say it on console. So you're gonna pull up your 65, 55 inch TV, your OLED, and you're gonna have everything. Gonna sit in front of you. Gonna turn off the lights, and then the sound in that game, because you know she got the disorder with the hearing and everything. The sound in that game is gonna be crazy. So y'all might want to go get y'all some like decent headphones, decent cans to put on your head and be like, hey, like that's gonna be crazy. She gonna be talking to her goddamn self. You know that's gonna be that game gonna be wild. Now you're thinking about it now. Now I'm getting hyped to see it. I was more hyped for a Valve. Now I'm getting more hyped to see it because I know the little intricacies that happens in that game. Zena says whatever they can't find. Hold on, whenever they can't find something to talk about, they hit the they hit the Starfield pack. They just got a cigarette box in the back that says Starfield in that bitch, and they have nothing to talk about. Like, hold on, hand me one of them Starfields back there. I'm gonna smoke on another smart Starfield pack. While we all enjoying Starfield, we to this day people are still enjoying Starfield. I seen that somebody found a whole planet with humans on it, like just regular humans. Like where far out there, and it just had humans on it. Then I seen another planet with a number of animals on it. Like I'm like, and you could tell nobody else been on those planets. So I don't like Starfield's crazy. Starfield crazy. Snooky Jackson said Halo is a 93 game, beautiful graphic. Yes, sir. And they tried to if the way they talked about Halo, you'd have thought it was a 65 or something. That's how bad they talked about. Now Halo didn't have the. We're not gonna get into the Halo thing because Zink gonna show up and He gonna. We don't have that much time today. We need to get Zink. I don't know where Zink at, man. I haven't seen him in a while. I need to make sure that man all right. But yeah, the Halo had a content problem because it was supposed to be a live service game. That was the issue that was with Halo. Now the content coming out more frequently. I know people still have an issue with the how long the seasons are, but oh boy, Pierre got it. He got it going in the right direction. Let's see. Non Live says, I never seen someone put 600 hours into a game and not recommend. Bro, they putting 300 hours, 600 hours. They put all that time into Starfield, and they like, I don't recommend anybody playing this game. You literally said, I'm not gonna watch my children grow up. I'm gonna play Starfield all day, every day. And then you like, you know what? I don't like this game. Something ain't right. Like, I don't, something ain't right. Like like you had life priorities that you skipped, and but somehow you don't recommend a game, man. You you bugging, bro. That's an AO, bro. Yo, you put 600 to 300 hours into a game, and then you figure out I don't like this game. What was you doing for the other 599 hours? Was you just sitting around? you liked it up until the last minute? What the hell? What the hell wrong with you, bro? Hey, Jigga J say Vader Boom. Hey, we gonna run that back one of these days. Lil Nothing says, "What up, bots? What up, Lil Nothing? What up? What up? What up?" Oh, that reminds me. I don't know why it reminded me when I seen Lil Nothing name. I'm gonna redo the. I'm looking stuff up on how to redo the Discord, and because I looked at other people's Discord that's more organized. I'm probably gonna start on that this weekend. So, cause since we're gonna barbecue this. Well, shit. You know, this Texas right now. We might get hit with a. I might not be going to work on Tuesday, so I might have to do it that day. But Martin Luther King Day and everything, barbecuing, but it's about to get cold as shit out here. It's about to get, and we might have like a power thing going on. So I'm gonna forewarning y'all now. If it's not a show on Wednesday, it's probably because I ain't got no power. We don't do cold in Texas. They don't know how to treat the roads here or nothing. So we don't do cold in Texas. Like when we had like a couple years ago, we had that storm. I was working. That was actually when I was working from home because of COVID. They let us work from home. I was bundled up like 'cause the power was out. They were rolling power through the cities, and the power would come on. Like it was on in my girl house with the kids. It come on over there. Then they'll cut it off. And in my mom house, cause my girl was living in where she living at that time. She was Oak Cliff that time. Y'all know what Oak Cliff is. Yeah. She was living in Oak Cliff that time. And then my mom lives in Mansfield. They'll get power and a shower and everything. Now it's close for me to go there, but the road was still kind of messed up. So the Camaro and stuff it ain't Camaro ain't on the on goddamn slick highway. So I was but the lights will still be off over here. I'm up here bundled up. I got every blanket. I took my kid's blanket. I got every blanket. I got her blanket. I got my blanket. I'm under the cover. I had pillowcases on my feet. Man, y'all just don't know. I don't do I can do heat extremely well. If it's 120 degrees, I'm cool. I just take out clothes. But heat, cold, I was a straight bitch that day. I was under the blankets. Like I was under my full body head, everything under the blanket. I can hear the TV. I was hearing the TV. like I wasn't watching the TV. Every once in a while, I try to peek out when we did have like power and stuff. I try to peek out and see what's saying. Nope. I used to go to my car and charge up my phone. So I go to my car, turn on because we power was out. So turn on the car, the gas. Luckily, I had a full tank. Turn on the car, get some heat going. Right. Charge up my phone, so when I get back in the house, I can have something to watch. I watch YouTube or whatever, Disney Plus or whatever. Hey, I was a great bitch then. I don't do cold, man. That told me right there, it is something that could stop me, and it's cold. Like somebody could whoop my ass. Like I'm not leaving that blanket. You could just be punching me. You're gonna be punching me. I'm not leaving it under them blankets. So if it's anything like that, Y'all won't be hearing from me next week until we get warm. I will. Hey, it will be no show if I'm cold. I swear to God, it will be no show next week. It'll be our first missed time we missed the show. We had to make it up when it get warmer, but it will be no show because I'll be doing this show with like a million blankets on. Y'all got the. I see y'all like y'all ain't know y'all ain't right. Y'all ain't right. He said, "Fact Zena." Super chat. Oh, I already read the super chat, but since I'm going by, dang, they got a little super chat thing under there. I didn't even know nothing about that. I think Zena mentioned it, but I was playing Baldur's Gate trying to not die. They got the little thing. Oh, that's nice right there. I didn't design that thing. This come from Social Ninja. Like I'm learning. Hey, y'all don't know. I'm learning every week. I try to learn something different. Like if you in the Discord, I made a XEC flaming thing. I was in After Effects. I did a whole little course, and I started making. I'm trying to get better in After Effects, so when I make videos, I can make them a little better and everything. Make effects back in them and everything, high quality stuff. So doing Premiere Pro and After Effects and all the other damn expensive ass programs. So I'm getting better at it. I'm trying to learn it, but I'm gonna read the super chat again. It's funny how the narrative was Xbox didn't have no games to ponies port begging for games. And Lil Jon voice, huh? There you go. What we get? Chat Viking says I put 600 hours into Starfield, but it's trash. Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, I played the first Hellblade with the headphones, and those voices in her head come from all directions. It's pretty cool. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure because I don't think we have talked too much about audio for that game. We all been talking about visuals, and I think that game audio wise gonna be wild. Um, where we at? We still talking about the Dev Direct. Mitchie says, I'm playing Starfield right now. I'm trying to 100%. You're not going to 100% the game. You might beat the game, but 100% it, and you got some years on you. You got some years on you, Mitchie. You're gonna be waiting for some years trying to 100% that game. Viking says you don't put you don't put that much time into something and then decide you don't like it. Yeah, it was ulterior motives and that's stupid. And a lot of them doing it. It's not just that one who puts 600 hours into it. There's a lot of them say that out of nowhere, and you can tell they just ponies in disguise. Dakota Vaca says Halo maps are always tied to Forge mode. Some fans complain Halo 5 art style looked futuristic. Yeah, be honest, I didn't hate Halo 5. Like some people hated it. I love that was it Warzone, whatever they called it, little mode that they had. I really like that kind of brought me into Halo, to be totally honest. I actually Halo 5. I really liked that Halo 5 multiplayer. I didn't some people the hardcore didn't like it. You gotta think about the old heads for Halo. They don't even want sprinting in the game. They don't want aim down sight. They don't want sprint. They don't want none of that in the game. So and that's the thing about Halo. You always gonna have a clash of ideologies because of what people want for that game. Some people still want to play Halo 1 and 2. Some people want to play want it to be more like Reach. Some people like me kind of like 5. I like 6. I'm not good at it. Well, Infinite, but I'm not good at it. But I'll sit there and play with y'all. Yeah, it's supposed to be crazy cold tomorrow. Yeah, like it's supposed to be crazy cold tomorrow and Monday for us overnight, especially overnight. It's when it's supposed to get bad for us. If it rains, it's over. I'm not going nowhere. I already, I already was proactive for work, and I put in a PTO day, a vacation day. So Tuesday, if it's bad, the roads are bad because I leave the house extra early. I leave the house at 2:30 so I can go to the gym. So if the roads are bad, I don't even gotta call in. I'm just not going. That pillowcases on the feet is wild. Hey, don't knock it. Hey, I got some good pillowcases. Don't knock it. Don't knock it till you try. Hey, I needed everything. I had double socks on. Every sock I could find, I was putting them bad with. It was cold and it was It was cold in here, man. And then hey, cause when they turned the power off and they turned the power on, the hot water wasn't working automatically. So 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 I didn't have hot water. So and like I was gonna get in the shower. If they did have hot water, I'd just get in the shower all goddamn day. And then, where you at? I'm in the shower. It's like you been in the shower for 5 hours. Yep. It's cold out there. It's cold as fuck here in Oklahoma right now. See, I'm in Arlington, so I'm not even far from Oklahoma. We close to that borderline. It's shit. I'm looking outside right now. It looks cold. Let's see. Aiden Slugger says we just had a blizzard. That same rain you get. It snow it snow to us up here. Don't tell me that. Mitchie said it's 46 here. I'm cold. Man, y'all making me not. I'm gonna have to leave the house too. I'm gonna have to go bundle up, man. Zena said, "Do the snow from the blanket for." said, "Do the show from the blanket fort." Oh, I don't know. We'll see. we'll see. I'll do. I can actually do the show from my phone. I literally can do the show from my phone. Hey, we'll figure it out. Hey, another thing is one of my hair dryers. I had put when I was working from home. It was so cold. I put it like I had a blanket on my. I had a blanket covering me. I had to blow the hair dryer under my feet because I didn't. At that time I didn't invest in a space heater, and I had the blow dryer going. I had that bitch a full mass is going, and that bitch went out on me. I was mad. That was a good ass hair dryer too. Mitchie says Ray doing the show right now in his fort with a blanket and chairs in the living room using only a flashlight in his and his phone. Hey, hey, it's starting to get cold over here. I don't know what's going on. It's starting to get cold right now. I'm about to hit that central air. I can't even, and I got a job. I got a job offer one time. Where was it? It was like Anchorage, Alaska or something. And I was like, and I was that was when I was desperate. I was down bad. I was like, could I get my? Because we had kids at the time. Like, could I get my girl to go? Probably not. Like, so I don't really care if she go or not. At that time, I was like, I just need the money. And I was like, it's cold up there though, and sometimes it's dark, sometimes it's not dark. So the game bangers don't know when they want a game bang, so they game bang all day, so they don't sleep. And it's cold up there, and I like shit. It's cold up there. I don't know if I want to go. I don't know what. Luckily, I got another job before I gave them an answer. But I almost was in Alaska. I was in Anchorage, Alaska, cold as shit. I was like, I was gonna be that GIS manager. I'm almost in Anchorage, Alaska. I'll be mad. Hey, if I was still in Anchorage, Alaska, I'll be mad as hell right now. Get money. AA3 said he says Ray game. What up though? Now I said I'm in San Antonio. Hey, I worked in San Antonio for a little bit. Um, I don't like the way y'all highways set up down there, but y'all do got what is Bill Miller's down there? That the chicken joint, bro. I was cause when I had got sent down there from a job down here, they took me down to the train and they put me up in a Days Inn. I think it was a Days Inn. No, Comfort Suites. So me and the rest of all the other people that worked with me, they was all in that hotel, and it was a Bill Miller's in our parking lot, and it was right next to a Walmart. I can't remember the street name. It was right off the highway too. It was a Walmart. It was Walmart right there. The Comfort Suites was right there. I think it was like next to Holiday Inn, and the Bill Miller was there. Man, I used to walk over. Once I get home, I used to walk straight over to the Bill Miller's because it was in the parking lot. And you know, chicken fried steak. All oh man, drench that bitch with gravy, mashed potatoes. Oh man, I'm getting hungry right now. The boy Ozzy in here. I'm gonna say it every time I see your name, Ozzy. I heard him start that channel so I can subscribe. He said, "What up, Ray?" Viking says, "Laugh aloud. If If you can't do cold, Alaska is too to be avoided entirely. Hey, you don't know how desperate I was at that time. I needed a job. I was trying to get out of my mama house. I, I was trying to. I needed a job. Like I had my degree. I was ready to go, and I couldn't find a job to save my fucking life. Every time only thing at that time I was finding was contract jobs, and then when the contract over, they wouldn't renew it. So I was ready to go. I almost took my ass to Alaska. That's some real shit right there. And these days, my girl was like, she would have went. She would have went. She a liar. She would have went. It's too goddamn cold. But I would probably end up getting I'd probably end up coming back like sooner or later. I would have stayed there for a year or two and I started applying for jobs down here to get back. Yeah, hey, that Bill Miller was on point, man. We don't have it in North Texas. I don't know why we don't. Like up here, we do not have Bill Millers. We had Grandy's, but I think they closed most of them down. Zena said she moved back up north. It's 5 degrees. It better not be 5 degrees outside. Uh, she said she moved back. Okay, but I say it's 5 degrees outside. I'm about to set a fire outside. Like shit. I'm telling y'all, I don't do the cold. Ray does not do the cold at all. where shit, we didn't got sidetracked. Where were we? Shit, cause I got me talking about being cold, man. Y'all just don't know, man. I'm straight pussy when it come to cold, man. I'm straight pussy when it come to cold, man. Uh, let's see. What have we talked about? The direct for because let's see, we know the Xbox first party right now is that. Is there any third? You know what? We don't talk about third parties enough. Is there any third parties that y'all would like to see come out this year? Like that y'all waiting for this year? I have a couple for me. I'm just reading this stuff right here. I have a couple for me. One, the closest one that comes out right now will be Dragon's Dogma. I was a huge fan of Dragon's Dogma 1 on the 360. I know they remade it. I didn't buy it, the remake. I mean, I played that game all the way back then. I was a huge fan of that. I need to go buy me a fight stick. Thinking about Capcom, another one. But yeah, Dragon's Dogma I'm really interested in, and it looks. I've been seeing previews of it. That's a game that I'm really interested in. Let's see. Before we start getting on the third party, he said, "No, he said, will the direct have a surprise game?" We talked about this the other day. Yeah, I think it have a surprise. Now, the question would be: is that surprise game coming out? I don't think I don't think it's gonna be a shadow drop. Let me get that correct. I think they will show a and and more type game or game. But will that game come out this year? Maybe the surprise game is something we already know. They actually just show the trailer of. Let's think like Perfect Dark. I don't think Perfect Dark coming out this year, but if they might show a little snippet of it or something, a trailer or something. I'm not saying that's going to be the game, but I'm saying something like we might already know. Cause we have a lot of stuff that's announced. Like we Contraband. Yeah, we ain't heard about Contraband in a while. They can take their time on it though, cause that studio that does Contraband did every time I think about that game, I forget the name of it, but the open world game that with all the destruction. So I want that game to be good. They can take their time on it. We have games. We don't have to rush. That's another thing. We don't have to rush these studios anymore either. Like we were doing in the Xbox One, then they would break coming like when they were beginning of this generation, they was bringing shit out broken. We don't gotta do that anymore. And let these people cook. So yeah, Dragon Dogma is my first game. I have a couple more, and one I know y'all probably not gonna mess with. One of the three that I'm gonna say when y'all probably not gonna mess with, but I want it. Um, Viking says I'm definitely getting Dragon's Dogma too. I am too. He said he loved the first one. Jigga J says, "What kind of game is Dragon's Dogma 2? It's an RPG. It's think of it has think about a little bit of Elder Scrolls. It has the inspiration of it. It has the monsters and stuff of it. It's not Dark Souls. It's not a Dark Souls type game. It's not. Now the monsters are hard, but it's not. They're not. They're not like one death permanent thing. You get companions and stuff to go around with you. So it's to think of the just it's an action or it's an action JRPG. It's really a JRPG. It's made by Capcom. Oh, let's see. Not like that. Maybe South of Midnight. Ooh, you think we gonna see something from that? I think we might see Clockwork Revolution before we seen that, right? Because in South Midnight we didn't see no gameplay. We just seen that CGI trailer, right? But in Clockwork they had little gameplay snippets in theirs. But you might be right though. Dakota said he's hyped for a Suicide Squad. Hold on, wait a minute before I start. What time is it? 1:30. One 1:30. 1:30 and third party. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Dakota says Suicide Squad, Star Wars Outlaws, and Blue Protocol. I'm like I like what from the beginning. I like what I seen from Suicide Squad. Other people didn't. I didn't. I didn't. I heard the podcast. Everybody on the panel just shitted on Suicide Squad, but none of them played it though. But they shitted on it. But I'm hearing like people like I think J Rock played it, and a couple more people that I know played it, and they loved it. But it seems like my type of game. I know Dustin was complaining that he couldn't kill Flash. I mean, his reflection just not what they was. Just your reflexes just not what they was, Dustin. I'm sorry. Uh, Star Wars Outlaws is made by the people who made the Division. I love the Division game, so I'm with that. They got more than one studio. I think that's Red something, whatever it's called. But they who make the Division, I'm gonna love to see what that game. I don't. Is it multiplayer in that game? I don't know, but I need to check on that too. Blue Protocol. Ooh, I don't know what that is. I gotta go. I look that one up. I'm not sure what Blue Protocol is. But yeah, that's a good last list. See Vikings in here. He says yes, Monster Hunter like yeah, Monster Hunter like where you can create characters and you have your own pawn. Yeah, they call them pawns. They didn't call them companions. They call them pawns. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what type of games you like, Jigga, but yeah, that they that was a good game, man. That was a good game. That was a very good game. I would wonder why it took so long for Capcom, but I remember Capcom had that time that they were slowed down and they couldn't they were almost sold. They almost sold. Microsoft should have picked them up then. I know they wasn't in the buying studios business at that time, but they they were right for the picking at that time. Microsoft should also could have bought they should have bought the studio that made Titan Respawn before EA got them. Now let's see. Because they did Titanfall 1 exclusive. Um Nine Live says I think Xbox will do a Dev Direct and a third party showcase later. Yeah, I think I think they're gonna do more than one showcase. I think they're gonna do how to say it. They're gonna do multiple showcases through the year, kind of like they did last year. But I think they're gonna be more frequent than last year. I know it takes a lot for them to do it, but they're not doing it on. They're not going to E3 and put it together like they. They're not asking people to show up or anything. So I think they might be able to do it more frequent. And now I think the summer showcase. I think that's gonna be crazy. I actually want to go back maybe today or maybe tomorrow and go back and watch the one from last year. I can't remember everything that was in the one last year. I know it was. I know we had a lot of the games that we're talking about now, but that game if I remember that thing was awesome. So I know I was listening to Dirt. He said he's addicted to watching old E3s. It depends. Like some of them was bad. Some of them that damn E3 was they wasn't good E3s. They were not good. But frankly enough, the one with Skittles in it, if Skittles, the one with Skittles that was in it, I actually enjoyed that one. Cause I was actually a fan of Connect, so I was like, okay. Remember Milo? Remember they had a whole talking boy in the Connect. Remember Milo was that one? And that was Lionhead, wasn't it? Lionhead was making the Milo thing. I never seen the light of day. I wonder where I know that code is floating around somewhere. I bet you that code is floating around somewhere. Somebody can bring Milo back. Don't make it a little boy though. That's kind of creepy. Make it a grown person. Make it a grown person you could talk to. Let's see. Star Wars Outlaws is another. Uh, Why is that thing cutting off? Another one. I'm going to cop. He says Space Marines 2. I heard of it, but I don't know nothing about it. He said Viking says Outlaws are just single player. Damn it. Jigga J said I'll check it out. I'm into RPGs too, as long as it's not too inventory management heavy. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not Baldur's Gate. If you wanna realize third person, but it's not Baldur's Gate that you gotta click on potions and then release potions and all the other bullshit that I was doing the other night. That was frustrating the fuck out of me. Yeah. Non live. So I was listening to a podcast and Rand and he. Hold on, wait, I listened to a podcast with Rand and he said Xbox will give dates for all the games at the direct. They did it last year. Only one they didn't give a date to was Forza. Every everything they said last year, everything they said last year they gave a date to. Every last one of them besides Forza. And they like, was it Forza? No, not Forza. Yeah, Forza. Forza was the one they didn't give a date to. And they were like, I don't think it's coming out this year. I don't think they coming out this year. And that's another thing that I don't know if I could talk about it on this podcast because I don't know how much y'all into Forza, but I'm going to talk about it anyway after I read the chats. It's a thing I got an issue with the Forza community in general. Let's see. The Dakota Vodka says, I was in on the Suicide Squad Alpha. Dustin must not have played it. Don't want to give it away, but storyline wise, Dustin is frauding in public. Ooh, ooh, there you. Oh, that's spicy right there. You calling Dustin a fraud? I called him a fraud, and I had 1,000 goddamn me IGN people in my goddamn in my goddamn DMs and goddamn me tagging me and shit cause I heard their sayers little feeling. Like, hey, that's one thing they do when you get a big following like that, and one person got over you, you be having like 100, 200 people just smashing. You be like, hold on, I can't roast every last one of y'all. I don't have that many roasts in my repertoire right now. But yeah, he brought the army on me that day. I came out there looking like Rick James, like he got his legs beat in. What I'm gonna do about my legs? Yeah, he whooped my he whooped my ass that day. Mr. Kimmy said Milo would work using today's AI. Hey, you ain't lying. Milo would work using today's technology. I, I don't think we're ever gonna get another Connect though. That's the kind of issue because if they didn't force the Connect on us, we'll still have a Connect product to this day probably. If they didn't force the Connect and the Xbox One wasn't so for severe underpowered, the fat I'm talking about the VCR, they I think we can still have some type of Connect today. It might not be exactly everything was, but I used to say Xbox turn on, Xbox turn up, turn volume up. And I wish we still kind of had the connect. I wish we still could at least plug our old connect into the new ones. I still have my connect, man. I don't get, y'all get me. I'm getting kind of mad. That's what's one of those things that they used to make me mad when people was complaining about the connect back in the day. I was like, what the fuck y'all complaining about? I love the connect. Why y'all? why, why why are y'all complaining about the connect? I was loving when back in the day when people was complaining and everything. I was loving the connect. Uh, I so that that's just me though. Nine Live says I have a problem with gas and code. They love for the motorsport till the Digital Foundry came out. I'm a reread this tweet reread that mention in a second. I'm about to jump on Forza for a little bit because you got some Forza posers going around here. Let's see. Rain G4 says just sliding through. He said I use my Connect for uploads too. A lot of people did. It was a oh fuck. See, y'all got me remembering. It's an old dude. It's an old black dude. I think he worked at like a subway station or something like that. And he used to use the Connect to his peak on Upload Studio. He used to do videos on YouTube and everything. I ain't seen him in a hell of a long time though. Oh, what is his name? Damn it. If y'all remember it was an old black dude, old tall black dude. He used to do videos on Upload Studio. And when they stopped doing the Upload Studio because he was having issues with it, I think he stopped making videos. I can't remember his name for the life of me. Old black dude. Let's see. What tweet I was gonna go back to? This one. What time is it? It is 1:40. 1:40 and Forza talk. This is gonna be our last topic of the day. What game is which one? The one on the screen? That was all from that one thing they showed us. I think they said their name in there. I don't know which one that is. It'll say its name. Um, let me talk about Forza because this is what Non Live says. He says I have a problem with Gas and Colt. They love Forza Motorsport till the Digital Foundry video came out, and my issue, we had a lot of fake people, fake motorsport people. Let me get this right. It's motorsport, not Horizon. I think people didn't realize what motorsport is compared to what Horizon is. Horizon is a really loose base. It's more arcadey. It got real motorsport physics in it, but it's more arcadey. You going up a goddamn hill and you're jumping down, all that other stuff, right? So a lot of those guys came over to motorsport, and they don't realize that it's supposed to be sim racing, like real sim racing. Now you get online. Now, the caveat, because I'm in S class right now. You get online. Do we need a rant? Oh, I'm not gonna rant. You get online and you have people because I know in the sim community they like the actual gameplay of the game, but they hate because they all they do is play multiplayer. They hate that the rammers are still there and the penalty system. They don't like that the penalty system is inconsistent, which it is sometimes. I don't really have a problem with it because I usually kind of race clean. Um, but they have little issues with it and they make them into big issues. And the like Colt and Gas, they not real sim racers, bro. They really not. They Horizon players. Ain't nothing wrong with Horizon. I love Horizon. Ain't nothing wrong with Horizon. But that's what they are. They not motorsport guys. They go buy a rig. I think Colt bought a rig, and he really don't. He probably don't. Colt don't even know how to drive a manual. Yeah, I'm coming after you, man. You were one of the ones laughing that day. Colt don't even know how to drive a manual. Don't know how to use a clutch. He don't know how to do none of that. So He's somebody who's staying automatic all the time, and they they shit on motorsports because it's not Horizon a lot of the time. They shit on motorsports because Digital Foundry says they because Digital Foundry put Gran Turismo in photo mode, which is not the mode you actually play the game in, and say they say it's a better game. That's not the case. I think Gran Turismo for what it is okay. It's okay for those people over there, but you have a lot of sim racers, like the dedicated channels. All they do is sim. Most of their stuff, most of their issues are not super big, but they're complaining about it. They the rammers. The now I don't have the Forza glue. That is a thing that that people have been talking about. It's like when you get close to another car, it's almost like you stuck there. That is, I don't know what that issue is, how they fix that issue. Because I had like when I sometimes I had an issue, so I had to back. Sometimes I had to throttle down and back off of somebody, because I don't want to get stuck next to them. And that is a thing. There are little bugs that they just announced an update that they're approving a lot of that. So, but these people like as you name those two, and it's a lot of other ones, and it's the sim community wants they basically want a set of course, not a set of courses or iRacing in every goddamn game. Every game shouldn't be those damn games because you're not gonna evolve. You're not gonna fucking Forza is more polished than both of those games. It looked better than both of those games. But these type the, these type of people right now, they are ruining the experience. Like every time I see a video like of Forza dead, da, 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 da. Then I see one talk about Forza just announced with the update and they like finally they updating it. I'm like they said it's a live service game in the very beginning of the game. What you mean finally update? They're gonna update it just about every month or every other month, whatever their cadence is. Snooky Jackson says, hold on, let me make sure I'm at my time. Snooky Jackson says people wasn't ready for the Connect back then. Microsoft was ahead of its time, like they are now. Always one step ahead. You know what? My thing is, how wasn't they ready for the Connect back then? Because we had it at the 360. We had a whole Connect. Now think about it. Now the Connect wasn't bundled with it at first. Like you could buy the Connect separately in the 360 era, and then they had some bundles with it, but they wasn't forced bundled to say. I think that's what they shouldn't have forced bundled it. I would have bought it separate anyway, but they shouldn't have forced bundled it. And they are ahead of that time. They always they always they are treating up. They you know what? I didn't talk about it, but Microsoft passed Apple as the most valuable company. They know what they're doing when it comes to making money and putting products up. So I'm not worried about that so-called third party talk and everything. Dakota says, "You don't mean my nemesis, Big." There you go, Big Kahuna. Big Kahuna. I couldn't think of his name for nothing. He's mad about the dropping them dropping Connect. Damn, what is he still alive? He's still good. Why is he your nemesis though? Big Kahuna was cool. Yeah, I couldn't think of that man's name for nothing. Uh, we're gonna read these chats and we're gonna get out of here. Let's see. Some of these guys have ponies and neutral friends, acquaintances, viewership. They just try to save face. It's you right about that. Um, I even on Twitter, man, it irks me sometimes when I see some of the prominent Xbox guys be like, "J Dub, my brother." I'm like, whatever. I'm like, y'all know at the end of the day, these dudes are gonna they gonna stab y'all in the back when they can. J Dub, my brother. Cream Thrash, my brother. I'm I'm like, y'all hear anything they dudes be saying about y'all, and y'all still be cool with them. To each his own, man. But I don't rock with them cats, man. They and I see it too often too. That's the real problem. Is I see it way too often. And some of the dudes I'm real cool with the say that. I guess they just been around them dudes so long they just comfortable around them. Ain't gonna be me. It can't be me though. And they got me blocked anyway. Rain Gene 4 said you need Dakota to paint your cars in Forza. He's a beast at that. Well, Dakota, I took my hand at a XEC car and a paint job and it didn't work. I'm about to if you want Forza, I'll look you up and see what your paint job's looking like. But yeah, I try. I'm not good at it, but I try. Let's see. Dakota said, "Rain, thanks. Has too many cars on the track for me. I mostly just make cars on Forza." Grant, GT7 looks like something I'll play on the PS1 when I was 10. The way the game looks is a joke for something that was made for decades later on for the platform. Only thing that I'll take from GT the Forza are those dailies. That's the one thing. Now I think eventually you're gonna get those in Forza, the daily races. But that's the only. I think for I don't know why they named their multiplayer feature multiplayer. It just seemed like a weird thing to should name it multiplayer. You have GT. Was it GT touring? You got the little special races. Then you got the spec races. Those are in the open ones. So that's I love Forza. Like that's the game I really been no life was Forza. That really was keeping me away from Starfield. Let's see. Kendrick W says that pony pack punching my lungs right now. He got a whole donkey pack back there, like smoking on that donkey pack. He said Big Kahuna still alive. One, okay, that's good to know. Cause we ain't seen him in a while. I need I used to like I said on my regular channel I subscribe to him. I don't know. We ain't seen a video in a while. Years, be honest. Viking says I never be cool with ponies. Can't stand them. Dakota said Big Kahuna ran over my car in GTA 5. We've been feuding ever since. Oh man. Oh man. You know what? I've been watching those GTA 5 RP channels. That shit is hilarious. That shit is hilarious. How people they have a whole life in those channels. A whole goddamn life. Who is doing something? Somebody putting something in the Discord. Yeah, yeah, they have a whole life in those things, and it's hilarious. And they okay. First of all, let me turn that out my ear. That's killing my goddamn ear. But yeah, and I guess that will be. Uh, was he drunk driving or something? He just ran to your shit like that, man. Shit. And Jigga J, the last one up, he said, "Fuck Gran Turismo 7." He said that. He said he personally said respectfully, "Fuck Gran Turismo 7." All right, guys, we've been here for almost 2 hours. We're supposed to be on an hour, but you know how it goes. We know how it goes here. Let's see. Do the outro. Outro. So, what? And like I said, like I say, every show, we always appreciate y'all coming out. Uh, we gonna keep grinding for y'all. I need to make some videos we were light on the videos this week because we was doing streams this week. We did 2 streams this week, so we was light. You know, we gonna find a time for those streams too, cause I enjoyed talking to the chat. You know, bringing people in the Discord and letting them talk. Y'all don't know what's in there. And also, as I said, but no ain't nobody put no request in. We're trying to add a new member to the XCC cast. If y'all have a mic, oh wait a minute. If y'all can talk shit, do it within the guidelines. And y'all, you must have a mic or a laptop or a PC, whatever, which one of those two. But you must have a mic. But we are trying to add a member to the cast to bring it up to 4. As I said, Demon taking a hiatus, so we looking for another member. We doing trials right now. You can DM me on Twitter. You can put it in the Discord. I might just open up a section that says applications. But if y'all got time on Wednesdays, you know, to do a show, so we need consistency. Let me know. You know, we always looking for talent around here. I always put somebody on. We always trying to looking for a new member to expand. So we are looking for a new member. But I will be back Wednesday if it's not cold as shit. We might be streaming sometime tomorrow if I'm trapped in the house on Monday, somewhere like that. Probably some Baldur's Gate, probably some Forza, maybe some Starfield. Might do a fighting game. You never know. We might even just pop over and do a community night. You know. So if y'all want to come and hang out, we will be around. We always in the Twitter. I mean in the Discord. You know, hop in the Discord. It's bot friendly in there, and we will be back on Wednesday at 7:15. If it's not cold for the XCC, and I'll be back here next week at 9 for me and Sean 786. Oh, that show gonna be great. Y'all know we're gonna talk some shit. So I will see y'all next week. Well, yeah, next week or maybe tomorrow. It just depends how it goes. I'll see y'all next week. Talk to y'all later. Bye.